right, so get anime fans today. We're going to go deep.
Deep.
Yeah, into the world of Japanese anime.
All right.
And its global impact.
Let's do it.
I've got a stack of articles and research.
Oh, yeah?
And honestly, some of the stuff we're going to talk about today is seriously mind-blowing.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Like, it's crazy how
it's wild.
a style of animation like this originating in Japan has, like, captured Western audiences.
Absolutely.
And honestly just changed the entire entertainment landscape.
I mean, in ways
that
they were only beginning to understand.
Yeah, we're only beginning to understand.
Yeah.
Like, we're still figuring this out. It's like, okay, we got to unpack this.
Okay.
Like, I'm seeing titles like Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia.
Right.
And these are huge E-names.
Oh, yeah.
Even outside of, like, anime fandom.
Oh, for sure.
So, like, what is it about these stories that's resonating so strongly with Western viewers?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that jumps out to me from these sources is how anime tackles mature and complex themes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're talking about freedom, sacrifice, survival, the very nature of good and evil.
Right. These aren't
your typical Saturday morning cartoons, you know?
No, not at all.
Like, this is deep stuff.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, take Attack on Titan, for example.
Totally.
Like, the line between hero and villain gets so blurry.
It's really interesting.
You know, it makes you, like, question everything you thought you knew about, like, those classic tropes.
Yeah.
And it forces you to, like, confront.
Absolutely.
There's really tough moral dilemmas, which is, like, honestly, it can be heavy stuff.
It is.
But it's clearly striking a chord.
Well, and it's not just speculation.
Yeah.
I mean, the data actually backs this up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Attack on Titan was the first non-English show to top global demand charts.
Wow.
Which is huge. That's a pretty huge indicator. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're from.
Right.
Like, if the story's good.
Yeah.
The story's good.
A captivating story can break down those cultural barriers.
I mean, I knew it was popular.
Yeah.
But, like,
yeah.
to top the charts worldwide?
Right.
That's wild.
It's saying something.
Yeah, it's saying something.
It is.
And it's not just, like, the stories that draw people in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The characters themselves are unforgettable.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Tanjiro's determination in Demon Slayer, Deku's journey in My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
From, like, zero to hero.
Totally.
The sheer, like, loyalty and willpower of Naruto. Like, these characters, they stick with you.
They do.
Like, long after the credits roll.
Absolutely. And what's really fascinating is it goes beyond just, like, cool designs or powers.
Right.
Like, these characters have real depth.
Yeah.
They grow, they struggle, they face relatable challenges that resonate with audiences regardless of cultural background.
It's like we see ourselves in these journeys.
Yeah.
Even if those journeys involve, like, fighting giant demons or training to become the next symbol of peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
It's so interesting how it, like, flips the traditional superhero script. Like, Deku starts off powerless.
Yeah.
Total underdog.
Right.
But he earns his strength through sheer grit and determination.
Yeah, it's a classic underdog story.
Right.
Which, let's be honest, we love here in the West.
Yeah, we do. We love the underdog.
We do, but My Hero Academia takes it a step further by weaving in those Japanese concepts of mentorship and unwavering dedication.
Right.
And that relationship between Deku and All Might, it goes beyond just passing on superpowers.
Right.
It's about inheriting a legacy, upholding ideals.
Yeah.
And that adds another layer of depth that makes it really compelling.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's paying homage to those Western superhero tropes. But also, like, grounding itself in Japanese storytelling traditions.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's be real.
What?
The action sequences in anime are just next level.
Absolutely.
It's like the fight choreography, the visual effects.
Yeah.
It's like watching a live-action blockbuster.
Yeah.
But animated.
You hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Anime studios have gotten so skilled at blending traditional hand-drawn techniques with cutting-edge CGI.
Right.
And the result is this dynamic cinematic spectacle that truly leaps off the screen.
It really does.
It's no wonder certain scenes, like that jaw-dropping episode 19 of Demon Slayer, practically broke the internet when it came out.
Oh, man, don't even get me started on that episode.
That's right.
The animation, the music, the emotional intensity.
Yeah.
It all built up to this incredible crescendo that had everybody talking.
Yeah.
It sparked like countless reaction videos, fan art discussions.
Right.
It was a true pop culture moment.
And that right there highlights the viral power of anime. It goes beyond just passive viewing.
Yeah.
It inspires creativity. It fuels online communities.
Yeah.
And it generates this shared experience that connects fans across borders.
It's like anime becomes this cultural touchstone.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
A way for people to bond over shared moments of awe, excitement, and even heartbreak.
Absolutely.
Because let's face it, some of these anime hit you right in the feels.
Yeah, they do.
They tap into these universal human emotions. Love, loss, friendship, courage.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
That resonates regardless of where you're from.
You're absolutely right. We all understand the pain of loss.
Yeah.
The joy of connecting with others, the thrill of facing your fears. And anime just gives these emotions this incredibly powerful visual and narrative form.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I've probably shed more tears over some anime.
Oh, really?
Than I have watching, like, Hollywood dramas.
Wow.
Like the scene in Demon Slayer where Tanjiro is, like, desperately protecting his sister Nezuko.
Oh, yeah.
That one gets me every time.
Yeah.
Just that raw emotion, the way his voice cracks when he yells, Nezuko.
Oh, yeah.
It transcends language barriers.
Just perfect example of how a single moment, a single word even, can become instantly recognizable and emotionally charged for fans worldwide.
It's like a universal language
of
love and sacrifice.
Yeah.
That cuts right through any cultural differences.
It does.
And we can't talk about anime's global rise without mentioning the massive role that social media and streaming platforms have played.
Right.
I mean, have you seen Twitter
oh my God
explode whenever a new Attack on Titan episode drops?
I know.
It's insane.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But it's a testament to how interconnected the anime fandom has become, you know?
Yeah.
Platforms like Crunchyroll and Netflix have made anime incredibly accessible.
Yeah.
You know, breaking down those geographical barriers and allowing fans to experience these stories simultaneously, no matter where they are in the world.
And the numbers speak for themselves.
They do.
Did you know that anime accounts for 3.3% of all viewing time?
No way.
On Netflix globally.
Wow, that's a staggering statistic.
Yeah.
We're talking about billions of hours of anime being consumed worldwide.
Like, it's not just watching.
Right.
It's engaging.
Yeah.
Discussing, creating fan art, remixes, cosplay.
Right.
It's a whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
Fueled by passionate fans.
I did.
It's like this cultural wave that's sweeping the globe.
Totally.
And honestly, it's pretty incredible to witness.
It really is.
But it also raises some interesting questions.
Yeah.
Like, is this just a case of culture clash?
Yeah.
Like, with Western audiences simply consuming Japanese content?
Right, right.
Or is there a deeper cultural fusion happening here?
That's a great question, and one that's worth exploring further.
Right, because it makes you wonder how much of anime's appeal lies in its uniquely Japanese elements.
Yeah.
And how much of it resonates because it taps into these universal human experiences.
Absolutely.
You know, like, are we drawn to the novelty of a different culture?
Yeah.
Or are we finding something familiar, something that speaks to our shared humanity?
Totally.
This is where it gets really interesting.
It does.
Because to answer that, we need to dig deeper into how anime balances its Japanese identity with these global influences.
Exactly. And we're going to unpack that.
Okay.
And more.
All right.
Right after this.
Let's take a quick break.
Sounds good.
And we'll be right back.
All right. Welcome back to the deep dive.
So before the break,
we
were talking about this fascinating dance between Japanese anime and Western culture.
Yeah.
Like, how much is cultural exchange?
Yeah.
How much is just good storytelling?
Right.
Finding a new audience?
Yeah.
It's not an easy question to answer.
It's not an easy question.
Like, at all.
Yeah.
But I think My Hero Academia.
Oh, totally.
Is a perfect example of this like delicate balance.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Because on the surface, you've got these classic superhero tropes.
Right.
That Western audiences already familiar with.
Yeah.
But then you dig a little deeper.
Right.
And you see all these Japanese storytelling traditions and cultural values like woven in.
Absolutely. And you see it in the emphasis on mentorship.
Oh, yeah.
That bond between master and student.
Totally.
Like the relationship between Deku and All Might. It goes beyond just passing on superpowers.
Yeah.
It's about inheriting a legacy, upholding ideals.
Yeah.
Something that's so deeply ingrained in Japanese culture.
Right. And yet that resonates with Western audiences, too.
It does.
Even if they don't necessarily realize where it's coming from.
Yeah.
It's like we're all tapping into these universal values.
Yeah.
On a subconscious level.
Totally.
And anime is acting as this bridge between cultures.
It's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
And speaking of bridges, we can't forget the role that streaming platforms have played in making anime so accessible worldwide.
Right.
Like these services have truly broken down geographical barriers, allowing fans from all corners of the globe to experience these stories together at the same time.
It's mind-blowing to think about millions of people watching the same episode, sharing reactions in real time, creating this massive online community.
Right. It speaks to the power of anime to transcend borders and connect people through shared experiences.
And those shared experiences often spill over into like real-world creativity.
Absolutely.
Like just look at the amount of fan art, music remixes, cosplay inspired by anime.
Oh, yeah, so much.
It's a testament to how deeply these stories affect people.
It is.
And make them want to express themselves.
Right.
It's like anime sparks this creative fire in its fans, pushing them to like contribute to the fandom and make it their own.
Absolutely.
All this creativity makes me wonder, like, what about the creators?
Right.
How is the anime industry itself responding to this global explosion of interest?
Well, one of the most fascinating developments I've seen is the exploration of artificial intelligence.
Oh, wow.
In animation.
Really?
Yeah, like AI.
Yeah. So some studios are starting to experiment with AI. Okay. To streamline certain aspects.
That's the production process.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But also a little scary.
Yeah.
Like, could AI potentially replace human animators? And what would that mean for the artistic soul of anime?
Those are valid concerns. And it's a debate that's actually happening within the industry right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, what are they saying?
So some people fear that over-reliance on AI could lead to a homogenization of style.
Right.
A loss of that unique artistic flair that makes anime so special.
Yeah.
But others see it as a tool.
Okay.
Just like any other. That can be used to enhance creativity, not replace it.
I guess it all comes down to how AI is implemented.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if it's used thoughtfully to assist artists.
Right.
And free them up to focus on like the storytelling and the emotional core of anime, then maybe it could be a positive force.
Right. It's about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Embracing new technology without sacrificing the heart and soul.
Right.
That make anime so captivating.
Totally.
And who knows, maybe AI will even open up new creative possibilities we haven't even imagined yet.
Like we don't even know what it could lead to.
We don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But speaking of things we kind of have to address.
Yeah.
We can't ignore the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Piracy.
Oh, yeah.
Like anime's popularity has unfortunately led to an increase in illegal downloads and streaming.
It has.
And it's a complex issue.
It is.
With no easy solutions.
Yeah, there's no easy answers here.
Like, what do we do about this?
Well, some argue that piracy is a symptom of a lack of accessibility.
Okay.
So their argument is that if legal streaming services were more readily available and affordable, then people wouldn't feel the need to pirate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then there's the argument that piracy directly harms the creators, like depriving them of the revenue.
Yeah.
They need to continue making amazing anime.
Yeah, it's a delicate balancing act.
Right.
Finding ways to make anime accessible while also protecting the livelihoods of the people who create it.
It's a tough one.
It is.
But amidst all this, there's a glimmer of hope.
Okay, what's that?
So more and more fans are becoming aware of the ethical implications of consuming anime.
Okay.
And choosing to support the industry.
That's awesome.
Through legal means.
That's so encouraging to hear.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
Shows a growing respect for the art form.
It does.
And the people behind it.
It does.
And speaking of the people behind it,
let's
shift gears a bit and talk about the global anime community.
Right.
It's incredible how this shared passion has brought people together.
From all walks of life.
It really has. Anime fandom transcends national borders, language barriers, even age differences.
Totally.
You have people from all over the world connecting online. Sharing their love for specific shows, discussing theories.
Right.
Creating fan works, and even organizing real-life meetups and conventions.
It's a testament to the power of shared passion.
It is.
Like how something like anime can create these incredibly vibrant and supportive communities.
Absolutely. But let's be real. Sometimes those communities can get a little...
Oh, yeah. Like a little too intense sometimes.
Yes.
You know, like how so?
Well, I mean, passionate fandom can sometimes spill over into gatekeeping debates over true fans. Or even like online harassment.
Oh, yeah. That's not cool.
No, it's not. And it's important to remember that everyone experiences and enjoys anime in their own way. And there's no one right way to be a fan.
Yeah, like preach. It's all about celebrating the diversity of the fandom.
Totally.
And creating a welcoming space for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And speaking of celebrating, one of the things I love most about the anime community is the creativity.
Oh, yeah.
And humor.
For sure.
Have you seen some of the memes?
Oh, my gosh.
And fan-made videos out there?
Yeah.
Some of them are hilarious.
All right.
Like, absolutely hilarious.
It's amazing how fans take these characters and stories and reimagine them in such clever and often side-splitting ways.
Right.
Yeah, it adds another layer of enjoyment to the whole experience.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
But all this talk about community and fandom makes me wonder, like, what does the future hold for anime's global impact? Will it continue to grow and evolve? Or will it eventually reach, like, a saturation point?
That's the million-dollar question. And honestly, it's impossible to predict with certainty.
Right.
But based on what we've discussed so far, there's no doubt that anime has become a major force in global entertainment.
Yeah, and I, for one, am excited to see where this wild ride takes us.
Me too. And speaking of exciting developments, one thing that's caught my eye is the increasing interest in anime from major Hollywood studios.
All right, so welcome back to the deep dive. It feels like we've covered a ton of ground already.
We have.
But we're not done yet.
Yeah.
We've talked about anime's captivating stories, its complex characters, the stunning visuals, the passionate fandom. But what about the future?
Yeah.
Where does anime go from here?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as we dig into these sources, it's clear that the future of anime is anything but predictable.
Right.
It's a dynamic art form, constantly evolving and adapting.
So, like, what kind of trends are we seeing?
Well, one of the most interesting trends I'm seeing is the growing influence of Western animation styles and storytelling techniques on anime.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, we're seeing more collaborations between Japanese and Western studios.
Right.
And it's resulting in this fascinating fusion of visual aesthetics and narrative approaches.
Like, take Arcane, for example.
Oh, yeah.
That series, while produced by a Western studio, drew heavily on anime's visual flair and complex character development. And it was a massive hit.
Huge hit.
Like a global phenomenon.
And it proves that anime's impact goes way beyond just its own niche. Like, it's influencing the entire global animation landscape.
So it's like anime is kind of like the trendsetter.
Yeah, you could say that.
You know, like everybody's trying to achieve
right. And this cross-pollination of ideas is likely to continue. Leading to even more diverse and innovative animated content.
I'm all for pushing creative boundaries.
Me too.
But, you know, part of me also hopes that anime retains its unique identity.
Right.
Like those core elements that make it so distinctive.
Totally.
And captivating.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
Right.
Embracing new influences while staying true to the essence of what makes anime special.
And I think the passionate global fan base will play a huge role.
Absolutely.
In ensuring that that happens.
Totally.
Speaking of fans. They're not just like passive viewers anymore.
Right.
They're active participants in the anime ecosystem.
Yeah.
Like they're creating fan art, writing reviews.
Yeah. Translating subtitles.
Even funding projects through crowdfunding.
It's true. Fandom has become this incredible force shaping the direction of the industry.
It's crazy.
It is.
And this participatory culture is only going to intensify with the rise of virtual reality in the metaverse.
Oh, yeah. Imagine attending virtual anime conventions, interacting with your favorite characters, or even stepping into those vibrant animated worlds.
Oh, my God.
The possibilities are mind-boggling.
That would be next level.
What?
But on a more practical level. What about, like, the financial future of anime? Like, there's been a lot of talk about production costs rising and studios struggling to stay afloat.
It's a valid concern. You know, the traditional anime production model is facing challenges as the demand for high-quality animation increases. Now budgets remain tight.
So what's the solution?
Well, there's a wave of innovation happening. Studios are experimenting with new technologies, exploring alternative funding models, and partnering with streaming platforms to reach wider audiences.
So it sounds like the industry is adapting to the changing landscape.
It is.
Which is good to hear.
It is good to hear.
But before we wrap up, I think it's important to acknowledge that anime is more than just entertainment.
Oh, it is.
Right? It's a reflection of Japanese culture,
absolutely,
values, and societal trends.
Anime often tackles complex social issues, delves into philosophical questions, and provides a window into Japanese history and mythology.
It's a rich tapestry of storytelling.
It is.
That goes beyond pure entertainment.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder that anime has the power to educate. Inspire and provoke thought.
It does.
And as its global audience continues to grow, it has the potential to foster greater understanding and appreciation of Japanese culture.
Couldn't agree more. Anime can act as a bridge between cultures, sparking conversations and challenging preconceived notions.
Like it can change people's minds about things that they thought they knew.
And that's a powerful force for good in an increasingly interconnected world.
Totally. So to sum it all up, the future of anime is brimming with possibilities.
It is.
From technological advancements to evolving storytelling techniques to an ever-expanding global fan base.
It's a future that holds both challenges and opportunities.
But one thing is certain.
What's that?
Anime will continue to captivate, inspire, and challenge us.
Absolutely.
For years to come.
It will.
And on that note, we'll leave you with this final thought. As anime evolves and adapts, what role will you play in shaping its future? What stories will resonate with you? What worlds will you explore? The adventure is just beginning.